Good evening, everyone. My name is Janice Passion, and I will be doing my career speech for my Speech 100 class at Highline Community College. So first, I'm going to give you a brief introduction of what this speech is going to be. Basically, it's about, what career I would want to eventually pursue. I had a conversation once with a coworker or a friend who had asked me the question, what I was going to school for, and at that time I really wasn't sure what I was going to eventually want to major in. But I knew that I was happy working in a nonprofit organization field, so it really got me thinking, and I started doing my research. And so in the end, I decided that I was going to be majoring in global studies, and later on I will pursue the career of program officer at a nonprofit organization. So this whole speech is going to be about key elements of program officers and why their work is significantly important in a nonprofit organization. So the first element would be the preparations and qualifications prior to becoming a program officer, and then I will talk about the responsibilities, and then finally I will talk about the rewards. So the first thing I will talk about is the preparations and qualifications prior to becoming a program officer. I read an article on philanthropy.com website. Alison Wallner is the author, and she talked about knowledge and expertise in a particular area is vital. For example, if I was interested to work in a global development program, I would need to have a background in agriculture, reducing poverty, as well as water and sanitation. One of the most important functions of a program officer is grant making. While it is an important function, it is also essential to have experience outside of that area. For example, you have an experience in advocacy in social activism would be a good thing to have as part of your experience. The qualifications are very extensive. According to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation website, one of the job postings that I was looking at, an advanced degree in a specific area would be, a qualification, as well as experience in consultative and negotiations skills, leading and mentoring people. You also need an exceptional written and oral communication skills, and as part of that is having culturally sensitive communication skills, because you will be working with a very diverse audience, people that are from Asia or from Africa, or you'll be traveling to make a speech. So those are the main preparation and qualifications prior to becoming a program officer. So now, I will talk about the responsibilities of a program officer. It would be an important thing for me to have an idea of what the responsibilities are before pursuing this career. So the responsibilities are very broad and diverse. They do a lot of partnering with research partners, as well as with grantees, and grantees are the people who the nonprofit organizations would give their money to, like communities and other nonprofit organizations. As well as and then consultants, and then what they do is they try to develop an approach to a problem, and then from there they would try to develop a strategy to ensure that that approach will be effective. And finally, they'll be visiting the affected areas for progress and results. And one of the program officers' role is also to ensure that there's project development, such as monitoring and analyzing trends and policy issues, as well as identifying, evaluating, and creating new opportunities. Presentations are also very vital as part of a program officer's responsibility, because they will be presenting, actually representing the organization that they work for. So this can involve audience with external key constituencies that has potential partnerships with the foundation that you work for or the organization that you work for. So those are very important presentations are. And lastly is a healthy sense of humor. You work in a nonprofit organization, there's always deadlines, it's always stressful, it's always hectic, there's always a lot of work. So it's good to have that healthy sense of humor to get you through the day. Now, I've talked about the responsibilities and how they're very challenging and they're very difficult. What do program officers get from being, doing what they do as program officers? Now I will talk about the rewards of being a program officer. I once attended a presentation at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This particular person is a senior program officer in the Global Development Program. And I was very inspired when they had the slideshow, the presentation of what they're doing in Vietnam, helping out those people affected by a chemical called Agent Orange. So to me, watching the whole presentation as, showing the whole audience her passion and helping, to me that was really awesome. It was very inspiring. The second thing is the contribution aspect of it. When an organization does something to community, they're contributing. So it's not only helping the people that are affected directly, it's also helping the whole community. For example, when you create new crops, it creates jobs, and then when the jobs are there, the economy is, the economy is there, and what the economy does is it provides better quality lives of people. So that's the contribution aspect part of it. And the last thing is, just feeling good about what they do. It's just a sense of self-fulfillment to feel good about what they do. It's a very rewarding career. So basically, that was, to conclude the whole thing, I've covered the different elements of a program officer. I've covered the qualifications and preparations, and I've covered the responsibilities as well as the rewards. Why do I want to, pursue a program officer position? Well, for me, it's a matter of, feeling good about helping people. That was pretty much it. I want to be able to go home and tell my friends I am part of an organization that makes a difference. So that right there to me is priceless. And that is it. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I hope you guys learned something from the speech today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.